what ways has your particular vocation been embraced by the church, let's say at the parish level or wider? And in what ways is your vocation not been embraced? Is everyone open to your particular lay ministry?
Well, I can say for me, it's been accepted because we're building a new church and my background is in contracts and purchasing. So I'm on the finance committee to review all invoices that are paid, brought in, making sure that the work did get done, the materials were delivered, those that were not delivered correctly, that were broken, are credited, and a new delivery is done. So I've been very much welcomed. My vocation has been very much welcomed all the time, but since we're in this big, huge project, that I've been tapped for that to make sure that when these invoices are coming in, they've been paid on timely. We've made contracts with the builder that if they're paid within 10 days, we get a discount. So I want to make sure that within 10 days when I get that invoice, I want to make sure pay that. I want that discount.
Beautiful. So again, your specialized skills
My specialized
come
skills
into play here.
Absolutely.
The priest doesn't necessarily have to have those particular skills, because you bring those skills to the table.
Exactly. That's not to say Father Nick doesn't review everything we're doing, but yes, if the president will call me and say, this week we've got staff and we're not exactly, if everything is fine, then we're running really well. But I have gotten calls to say, is this term correct? Can we put this in the contract? Do you think we should we not? Not to say I'm the only expert. Believe me, our building chairman is the commissioner for the Commonwealth of Massachusetts for health and safety. So
Another example of specialized
exactly.
skills.
And so every code for coding, every code that our church needs is we're right on top of it. So yes,
Beautiful.
I get that call all the time.
Others from the panel, has your vocation been embraced? And in what ways is it not embraced? Dr. George? Dr. Stopper?
The short answer is yes, it has been embraced. But, for understandable reasons, I think, by virtue of experience, people have, if one person or one person or one person who knows someone that has had a bad experience with a therapist, the tenderness of the issues that go along with seeing a therapist are so great that it can set off a chain reaction of worry and suspicion and negativity. And that's happened with people in the church. I also think there's a small, not significant subsection of thinking that psychology itself, as if psychology is one thing, is a negative influence and works against spirituality. So I think those would be the only possibilities of pushing out what I do. But the short answer is yes, I think it has been.
Mrs. Martins?
Well, when people see it, they love it. When they come and they see the lab I set up here in the summertime, they're amazed and like, wow. But until they get here and actually see it, it's like, well, who is she and what's so special about what she's doing with early childhood education? And they'll call me and they'll say, well, can't you just send me the book so I don't have to come to the training? You won't get it, It's very big, the whole program. And they're suspicious, right? They don't trust me yet, and I guess that's just the way it is. But those who want to love it.
So there's in part something related to having a full understanding of what you do changes in some ways the nature of being embraced or not embraced. Is that right?
Yes,
In
that's
no
right.
ways. It's a little more, there might be a tendency for suspicion.